Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Mo. So, the time is upon us. 15 hours until the release of early access for those of us that have purchased the pre expansion. Some would say it's a waste of money, some would argue otherwise. For me, this is going to be a great time to level up more than one character. From testing it out on the beta, I think it's going to take about 7 to 8 hours, which is honestly pretty reasonable. Um, I've been sitting here trying to figure out what exactly I plan on playing as a main, and then three characters that I would also like to focus on. I'm still going to be trying some other classes here and there. I'm not really going to stick to just like one character, but at the start, probably for the first season, um, my goal is definitely to try and reach Gladiator. Um, if not Gladiator, maybe 2400, and then season two definitely want to push for Gladiator. So after talking to my buddy, just seeing the different comps that we could possibly play, what the meta is looking like right now, and what could possibly get nerfed based off of what the beta looked like, and we also like tested different compositions here and there while we were playing the beta, just seeing what classes were fun, what classes just felt smooth to play. Setup it wasn't extremely difficult. Um, and so on and so forth, right? So we've been doing a lot of beta testing. Him a lot more than me. I think he's tested out just about every spec. And the At the end of the day, this is what I have chose for my four characters that I want to focus on. I played a lot of mage in Legion and a little bit in BFA, very little bit in BFA. Did not touch it in Shadowlands, and I played mage probably for like the first two. I'm gonna say the first two seasons. I only really got to like 1600, and then I think I've also reached around 1800 IO score. Did some heroic raids on the mage, but I feel like with how the meta is right now and where things are going, um, I do want to challenge myself and switch over instead of focusing on a warrior, as I did last season. And honestly, I've been playing warrior since Warlords of Draenor. I want to change it up a bit, try something else. Yes, Frost Mage is currently probably like one of the best specs to play in terms of PvP, and I think Mage is like really strong in PvE as well. It's still not like an easy class to play. A lot of it's instant cast, which I honestly can see them nerfing a lot of stuff for Mage just to level and balance things out. Um, I think Mage is going to be a really strong meta. You're probably going to see it in a lot of comps. That's not the reason why I want to play it. The reason why I want to get into Mage is because it's a pretty solid caster class. In the beta, it just felt better than Warlocks to me. I didn't really like the whole. I didn't enjoy Demonology. Affliction Lock is just a little too difficult, and um, Destro is also. I don't know. Just like the playstyle just isn't for me. Mobility is like not that great in comparison to Frost Mage or just mages in general. I like the mobility, the alter time, the sheep, the spell steal. Like I understand the abilities a lot more on mage than I do on a warlock. Um, Next, I'm definitely gonna go Fury. I love Fury Warrior. I was gonna do. Where is he at? I was gonna stick to Gnome, but seeing how much micro CC mages have, I don't really think it's gonna be too big of a thing to have the racial. I'm probably still gonna level him up, but I'm gonna be focusing on the orc, just for their racial ability. Give myself a little bit more attack power, do a little bit more damage, more burst. So when I actually am able to get on the target, I'm doing a lot more damage than maybe what a gnome would do. I might have a little bit more uptime on the gnome, But I think again, if I'm ever going against like a caster comp, I feel like I'm better off just sticking with an orc. That little 2 minute ratio of getting out of snares, I don't think is too valuable. Next, I've always enjoyed playing rogues. I've never been any good whatsoever, but I do think it's like a really cool class and a fun class to get into. You definitely need a decent amount of game knowledge, which I don't believe I have, right? So this my rogue is going to be more of like a challenge to myself. See if I can get that down. I'm either going to play this character or this character. I'm still trying to farm the shoulders from Mythic Xavius. As you can see, I have a few characters still in the Emerald Nightmare right now. Every week I've been running it, trying to get them. I think it's been like 2 months. I still haven't gotten it. Anyway, yeah. Rogue. I'm not gonna be playing Assassin. I don't believe unless they like completely buff it and it just blows sub out of the water. Sub has always been kind of a fun thing for me to play. The abilities again they make sense. The rotation makes sense. I do like Shadow Dance. It's a little unfortunate that Assassination doesn't have Shadow Dance anymore, but they do have Double Vanish, so it's like kind of a trade off. They've had some nerfs, but I think some of the things kind of balance out. Yeah, so I'm probably gonna be playing Sub Rogue. Don't know if I'll be playing Assassin. I might give it a shot, and then Evoker. I thoroughly enjoyed playing Evoker. First season and second season, I was doing Preservation, and then the last season, I got to 1800 really easily in Solo Shuffle with Devastation. Devastation's a lot of fun. Rotation's super simple. I would say this is almost like the new Demon Hunter in terms of damage output. Like their burst windows, every 2 minutes, you're doing an insane amount of damage. It feels really good to play, even in the beta. It was a lot of fun. They're not as OP as I would. Yeah, I would argue they're not as OP as like Demon Hunters have been for the last few expansions. So that's fine. But I think I'm gonna be sticking to Preservation regardless. And then maybe if I want to have a little bit of fun, I'll go ahead and play Devastation. But this is gonna be my healer for the main part. That's gonna be for probably gonna be doing a lot of random battlegrounds. I'm gonna be doing raid content possibly with this character, healing as a raid healer maybe. Definitely gonna be doing Mythic Plus. The mage is mainly going to be all around everything. My main goal is to. So I have a few goals for this season, right? So with these characters in mind, I have two pretty much DPS only. I have this guy who can go tank and DPS, and I also have a DPS and a healer. And I guess a support role, I might play Augmentation. I've never really liked the playstyle of that, so maybe we'll see. Maybe I'll give it a shot. But main goal is stick to my mage, which I'm sure it's going to be oversaturated with all the videos everyone's been making about how strong these guys are. So if I see that being the case, these two guys are going to be the first things I level, and then maybe a little bit further into the season, I'll level these two guys up, kind of like on the side or something, right? So once main one, I'm sticking to mage, whether it be Frost. I'm gonna try to learn Arcane, but it's a really, really difficult spec to get into. I'm probably gonna have to try to find someone that's been playing Arcane for a while and then try to get a class or a lesson from them. I've been watching some Skill-Cat videos. I think I'm gonna have to wait to play Arcane for a little bit. If people release some videos, I'll probably watch, or maybe even just make videos here and there of me learning how to play Arcane. I think that might be interesting. Warrior, I just love Warrior. It's a great class. This is pretty much right up my alley. Again, I've always played it. My gnome probably has the most game time out of everyone. this goes from all the way back again in WoD. I think I have like 50 days played or something, maybe less, on this guy. So yeah, Warrior is just like my most played character, even though I'm not that good at it in comparison to maybe something else. Like I think the Ret has less game time, but I've had more success. Where is he at? My Paladin. Yeah, 1800 in RBGs, and like I don't know, Paladins are just like really easy to get into in comparison to Warriors, where their mobility is kind of lacking. So yeah, I don't know. I was heavily considering DK again because I do believe it's going to be a caster meta. In terms of PvP, I think they're going to be really good with their constant anti-magic shell and their grips. I think they get like 2 to 3 grips. Really good mobility. I think DKs are going to perform really well in terms of melee. I don't believe I'm going to be playing Frost though. Like as great and happy I am for everyone excited to play Frost, I'm probably going to stick down Holy, or if I do want to go tank, I'm probably going to play Blood, and just stick to tanking on the DK. I considered heavily playing Disc Priest or Holy Priest. Didn't really enjoy it too much in the beta. It didn't feel too good. So again, this is why I chose the Evoker, because Devastation's a lot easier to play. Preservation's really easy to play. It's pretty simple. Keeping stuff up alive and whatnot. Like I think the utility on the Evoker is a lot better than Priest right now. Mistweaver, he's a Windwalker right now. I might play maybe, but if I do play Monk, it's gonna be Mistweaver in rated Battleground Blitz. Don't really have an interest in playing Retribution unless they're like completely broken for a week. Then I might have some fun, just enjoy it being broken. This is a mage that I planned on leveling, but I forgot to. I just got lazy. Demon Hunter. It's a fun class. It's really easy to play, but it's kind of mid. I don't know. Like I've played it for so long, kind of don't want to play it anymore. Again, Warlock, just I don't know if I'll really ever play Warlock. I don't enjoy it. Hunter, don't really enjoy it. Shaman's fun. I think the only reason why I played it was because it's like flavor of the month and it was broken in pre-patch. Rating doesn't matter. I was just having fun with it. It was enjoyable. I might play Elemental Shaman, but if anything, I'd rather go Resto. Then got my Warrior again. This is my original Rogue. I might play him. This is one of my Mop remix characters. Literally the whole point of him is to, it's in the name, run Mogs. That's it. This guy's also probably going to be a Mog runner as well. Probably not the best class to do that on. And then just a whole bunch of other characters that I haven't touched in forever. This is my original Warlock from back in Warlords of Draenor. Was considering leveling him up, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Then this is my Shadowlands Rogue. Wow, I have not touched this guy in forever. This is my Legion, Legion Paladin, Legion Fire Mage. I again was leveling it up a little bit, then I realized I don't want to play a Night Elf or a Blood Elf, sorry. And then there's some other, like I've made so many rogues, I've just never really done anything with them. Like, what is this gear? This is also a really old hunter. Probably never gonna touch him. Never gonna touch this character. Yeah. So, with there being a few hours left in waiting for early access, have you guys decided on what you want to play? If so, please let me know in the comments down below. I'm pretty excited. New expansions are always welcome. I kind of wish there was a little bit more time for Season 4. I definitely think I could have made it to 2400. It is what it is. It's fine. I reached 2100 for the first time ever. I'm pretty happy and proud of myself. and I am really excited to try to push some content this first season. Before I end the video, actually, yeah. So for the goals for this expansion are going to be the following. I would like to raid a current mythic within season, whether it be at the end or the beginning. Highly doubt I'll be able to finish it in the beginning, but you never know. At some point in this expansion, I would like to run a current mythic raid. I would like to hit, let's go for 3k IO on one character. I would like to hit 2k IO on a healer and a tank. And would definitely like to hit Gladiator this expansion. The goal for that is honestly this coming season, I definitely want to hit Gladiator. That is a huge goal of mine. I honestly think I can get it. It's just going to be a pretty big grind fest. And on top of that, I also want to finish as much content as possible and maybe start getting better at like editing the videos and putting some other videos together. I don't know, just have some fun with this expansion, right? But yeah, so let me know what you guys have decided to main, what you plan on playing. Are you planning on just having a giant alt army like Dragonflight? What's the move? What's the plan? Let me know. Are you guys more excited for PvE content, PvP content? I'm excited for both. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys enjoy the up and coming War Within. Take it easy.